I'm very happy today to be joined by Mabingue Ngom, the GPEN Global Ambassador, and I would like to welcome you. Tell me a little bit about your background. You have many years of experience.
Thank you. I am an economist, and I was very fortunate to be born in West Africa, where I grew up, where I studied, before joining the civil servant in Senegal. And then I embarked in further studies in the US after scholarship in Glasgow, in UK. And then I returned as advisor in the Ministry of Economy and Finance on Senegal before starting an international career. That gave me the opportunity to work with top international organizations, such as the International Planned Parenthood, the Global Fund to fight HIV, TB, and malaria. And I was fortunate to be part of the small team that started the Global Fund in the early 2000s, before moving to New York and to be the first ever director of United Nations Population Fund program. I thereafter moved to Dakar as regional director for West and Central Africa, where I spent about 7 years. And then I moved to Addis Ababa to lead the UNFPA engagement in Africa, supporting the African Union, especially pushing the establishment of the so needed African Union Humanitarian Agency. That's really a summary of the journey I went through since I left school in 1983.
You were a co-chair of the steering committee for the Paris Peace Education Summit. Can you talk to us about how you designed the summit structure?
Well, I would start by saying that we started the process in 2024. That was a very special year. We were still in the midst of the consequences of the COVID-19, but we were also struggling with some tension in Ukraine, tension in Gaza, but also tension in the Horn of Africa, and same tension in the Sahel and the Great Lake region in Africa, like in many other places around the world. That was the context in which we thought that it was important for the Global Peace Education Network to take this bright initiative to call a summit on peace education with a goal of accelerating peace everywhere around the world. As such, we thought that we cannot do it without bringing together all key global actors involved in a way or another in building peace around the world, especially those that have a wealth of experience delivering peace education around the world or supporting peace education at grassroots level. And the other aspect of the design of the Paris Summit was not only about bringing global leaders and bringing grassroots organization, it was also about bringing high-profile people, influencers, people who have voice, people who can put the resources we need to advance peace education everywhere around the world. But also we brought the academics, we brought young people. I think it was the very important aspect of the design of the Peace Education Summit. And in fact, in every single session, we had a combination of this diversity of actors who sat together, shared experiences, good and less good, and most importantly, had an open, constructive, and forward-looking conversation around how we can remove the roadblocks so we can move to scale. This was part of the design of the summit, and I want to thank Secretary General of the United Nations and other high-profile people who spoke at the opening ceremony, but also all the people who come from around the world, who come and bring their contribution, be part of the conversation, and be part of what can be seen as a moonshot initiative. Because it was ambitious, it had an impact on every life, and I think it was a very strong beginning for building what we have called in Paris a global partnership for peace that is present everywhere around the world.
Well, the summit would not have been a success without you. So you have such a broad understanding of geopolitics and the role of peace education in making a change on the planet. Can you tell us what do you think are the next steps that are needed in order to have peace education throughout the world to bring about a culture of peace?
Thank you. I think among the next step, following the Paris Peace Education Summit, uh, that was really ambitious and essential for sustaining. I'm thinking about establishing a peace education day, observed everywhere around the world, to raise, celebrate the impact of peace education globally. Additionally, we need to set up what we have called in Paris the Global Secretariat for Peace Education, which serves as a central hub coordination and support for grassroots institutions, grassroots organizations around the world. We also plan to organize an annual peace education summit to continue the dialogue we started in Paris, to track progress on our initiative. We also aim a regional chapter enabling localized effort that align with global goals while addressing specific community needs. So we should not forget our dream to have a global peace education actor in every single household around the world. Then our moonshot ambition will become a reality. I believe that through these steps, it can help build a robust framework for addressing peace education and fostering a lasting partnership across diverse communities. So I believe that with the Paris Summit, I think we have made a major move toward a culture of peace around the world.
Well, thank you so much. You give us a lot of hope, and you're such a brilliant and experienced man. GPEN is very privileged to have you working with us. Thank you so much for joining me today.